readers,
reviewers,
countrymen,
lend us your ears. Welcome back to the channel. Today on the Brothers Gwynne, myself, Will, my brother Ed, are going to be talking about our most anticipated releases for the second half of 2022. We're a bit late with this video, but we're still going to be including the releases of July, even though we're now in August, because it would be unfair not to talk about them. There are some awesome releases, and so you know what I say, Ed? Let's just get straight into it. As Alan would say, let's get down to business.
How long have you been rehearsing that?
Many
cool.
a day, many a day.
The first one then, Mike Shackle, Until the Last, book 3 of The Last War, out July 21st. It's already out. We have our copy here. Do you have your copy? If you do, put it on Instagram, tag us in. Our Instagrams are in the on Twitter.
They're all on Instagram, Twitter, social media links on the description below,
so feel free to give us a follow and then tag us in. We can have a chat there. But that is number 1. The second book is Priest of Crowns by the awesome Peter McLean. This is book 4 of War for the Rose Throne,
the finale,
August 4th. So it will be out when this video is out as well, so it's out now. And this is book 4 of the Peaky Blinders meets fantasy series, also the Godfather kind of vibes. Mike Shackle read it and he said he absolutely adored it, so we're really looking forward to it. We were lucky enough to interview Peter McLean last year, and he gave us a little bit of hope, but also a lot of terror about
I feel like
4.
it's too tentative a hope. That I think it was just to make sure people
I feel like he's
going
to kill everyone.
Yeah, I do have an inkling that
as
will
Dad
happen.
says though, the authors are the messengers. They are Hermes. They didn't make the story, which I think that's a lie. Number 3, The Garden of Empire.
Yes, and it is J.T. Greathouse. I absolutely adored The Hand of the Sun King, his fantasy debut, which was released last year by Golands, I believe. And yes, so Garden of Empire is the sequel where we will be following Wen Order once again, and I am so looking forward to being back in this world. It was an incredible debut. It was a great feat of craftsmanship, and it just seemed like such a smooth read, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the second installment. As of August the 9th, The Warrior by Stephen Arion is going to be out. It's going to be on your shelves, hopefully. If you've read The Coward, then you'll know that it's fantastic. If you've read The Warrior, then how did you get an advanced copy so early? Amazing. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that's going to be out really soon. We're really looking forward to that. That's the part 2 of the duology. And if you look on the back of The Warrior, you will actually see a quote by Edward Gwynne on there. It says by Grimdark Magazine. That is me. Very nice, Ed.
It is a traditional mashup of everything we love about. It is a mashup of traditional fantasy and modern fantasy. So yeah, I'm sure The Warrior will be just as good as The Coward. The next book on our list is by Shauna Lawless, The Children of Gods and Fighting Men. So this is historical fantasy in a subgenre of ever-growing popularity, and this is Irish mythology set in Ireland. And can you get much better than that? I mean, that is pretty awesome sounding. We've seen kind of a new trend in fantasy, haven't we, of like the Circe, the Song of Achilles, the
Catherine Arden, She Who Became the Sun.
We've got those mythological tellings set in a historical world, but with the fantastical elements as real, which is so exciting. And now Shauna Lawless is coming out with something a bit closer to us in Ireland. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. The mythology of Cachalian and all of those people of myth. So we can't wait to hear about these legends. It's
an awesome cover.
And we will be reading that before publication and doing a review, and hopefully also interviewing Shauna Lawless. Hopefully she doesn't make us cry, because the interview will be probably asking her why she made us cry.
Probably.
We'll find out very soon.
Maybe.
The next one on our list is going to be Babel by Rebecca Kwong.
I think everyone is pretty excited for this. I mean, R.F. Kwong has become one of the biggest authors, one of the most successful authors, especially in fantasy. It's not a good joke, Ed. Ed says it all the time to me when I say, oh, it's the biggest film this year. He's like, how tall is that film?
I wonder, I would like to see.
Yeah, you probably would, Ed. But the joke saddens me now.
Daniel Green did a great review of Babel, which made us even more hyped, and also some other booktubers as well. I think Patrick definitely read it as well, and he loved it. So we cannot wait to read Babel. I mean, I'm currently reading well, I've just finished the Poppy War, so
the Dragon Republic.
The Dragon Republic will
Very
be
nice.
next, and I can't wait to read that. Hopefully begin that this month, possibly, if not the beginning of September. But September is shaping up to be one of the best months for releases, because the next one on our list is going to be Stephen
King's Fairytale. I was preempting something else then.
Yeah, I know.
That's next. Yeah, Stephen King's Fairytale.
Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty.
More speed, less haste. Anyway, Fairytale by Stephen King. I mean, this is another one that I think we're not really bringing it to anyone's attention that hasn't heard about it before, are we? I mean, it's Stephen King.
I don't know if you've heard of it,
returning
guys,
to fantasy.
Stephen King is releasing a book this year. It's called Fairytale. Terrible.
Fairytale. I mean, that could be your first publication, maybe, Ed.
Cheers, mate.
Interesting name.
Well,
but anyway, Fairytale.
It does have fail in
this
it.
is never. But Fairytale is Stephen King's return to fantasy, and yeah,
Coming of age in a
my
fantasy
book reviews
world.
is pretty excited for this, to say the least, and so are we.
I think, yeah, September's going to be a month where we actually don't read anything that's not published in September, because it's going to be awesome. Because check this next book out, Dan Jones's Essex Dog. This is released September the 15th, the day after my birthday. Here's a special edition by The Broken Binding. There are 1,346 of these wonderful editions, because this book is a historical fiction set at the dawn of the 100-Year War, beginning in 1346.
And this is a special edition that is not released until September the 15th. We're very lucky to have a copy each already, because we had the privilege, as we mentioned in our book haul video, of being at the Dan Jones signing with the Broken Binding team as we work for them, and it was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so Dan Jones signed. It says to Ed, truth and courage. That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, Dan Jones is such a nice guy. It's awesome to meet him, and we cannot wait to read Essex Dogs. And you've started reading it, and
it is
pretty awesome. So yes, that is Essex Dogs.
It is, and
some good historical fiction.
Moving on to October, then we are going to have a little bit of Cormac McCarthy action. His newest release since
13 years, isn't it? It's
13 years.
But I think did No Country for Old Men come out after that? But it was a film first.
Yeah, 2000.
I think that was after The Road.
I think so. I think
yeah, so it's been 13 years.
So since No Country for Old Men, this is the newest Cormac McCarthy book. If if you're new to the channel, then let's just tell you now, we love Cormac McCarthy. We're really looking forward to this. There is actually a duology of Cormac McCarthy being released this year, but the first one is The Passenger, which will
comes
be
out
released
in October.
October the 25th. And then the next one after that, I'm just trying to find my list. And the next one after that is going to be in November the 22nd, which is called Stella Maris, and they are a duology linked together. So you'll basically have to read two books to get the full picture, which is quite a good marketing ploy. Cormac McCarthy doesn't release books, but then he releases two in 2 months.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular entrance. Yeah, I've not written any for over the decade. Here's two.
Yeah, exactly. So it's quite kind of him, really. That
pretty kind.
He's willing to do that.
He's compensating.
In November 10th, we are going to have the part 2 of the duology of The Heart of the Sun Warrior by Su Lin Tan. The first book was called Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I haven't managed to read that yet, but I do have my copy.
It's on my shelf.
They are beautiful, and they are, we love collecting those hardbacks because they look so nice, such wonderful covers, and we're so excited to read them. We'll probably both be binging them in November when that comes out, so we're really excited for that. And then the last one for our list today is by the indie prince himself, Ryan Cahill, and this is going to be Of War and Ruin. Whoa.
So yes, this is the third instalment in The Bound and the Broken. He has 2 instalments and then 2 novellas that he has written so far. Sorry, the wind has suddenly really. I heard about Ryan Cahill, and it was quite hyped for War of Ruin, obviously. But yes, I'm really looking forward to
flying
this.
Above.
Yeah. Yes, by the time it's released, I will be fully caught up with The Bound and the Broken. I have read Of Blood and Fire and The Fall, but I'm going to be reading of Darkness and Light and The Exile as well. So yes, I'll be fully caught up, and I'm really looking forward to War and Ruin.
And that is our anticipated releases for the latter half of 2022 video. Thanks so much for watching. Are there any books that are being released that we forgot to put on this list?
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing some.
We've definitely missed some.
But please let us know if there's any that comes to your mind, whatever genre it is. As you can tell from this, and we're interested in quite a wide variety. So yeah,
which book from this list shouts to you the most? What are you going to be picking up on release day? Which ones are you going to be buying in hardback? Which ones are you going to be putting on your shelf? and reading straight away. What author goes straight to
And have
top
we
of the
made
pile?
you aware of any new books that are being released in 2022? Any you
Please
didn't
let
know
us
about
know.
until you watched this video? That'd be great to hear as well. But everyone, thank you so much for watching this video and following the channel. As always, all the links to our discount code for the Broken Binding and our Patreon and all the social media links are in the description below. But thank you so much for watching. Truth and courage, stay safe from the Brothers Gwynne.
Truth and courage, stay safe. The Brothers Gwynne.